What's up, YouTube? Back at it again in the garage. I have a new power bank, or portable solar generator is what they're calling it, made by HowEasy. So I don't know much about this, so I'm going into it blind. I feel like that's probably a better thing to do. So I don't have any real opinions yet of this. So on the outside, it's got product features, obviously. I mean, you guys can look that up. You ain't gotta keep going on and on and on about the features, but supposedly this one you can also charge with a solar panel. I'm sure it's probably going to be limited to like the other one's 15 volts at 2 amps, so a small panel would probably be pretty good, 12 volt panel. But let's go ahead and slap this thing open. Slap. Alright, so it does open like this. It does have fairly nice packaging. There's instructions. You guys already know. Let's take a quick gander. Pop, pop. Beep. Yep. I'm starting to stack up a pile of instructions right there. So, but let's see. Oh, okay. The tinier side. Things. Drop that. Let's get the accessories out. I'll tell you what, I have plenty of cigarette lighter adapters and stuff like that. She's thick. Get this out of here. Oh, okay. I'm guessing that's in the... Wow. Really? Okay. Straighten you guys back out. Alrighty. So the box is on the ground, and I'm opening this up right now, so I don't even know if it's charged, so I might have to charge it and then test it, but we'll go ahead and do the unboxing here. And she is oh, pretty, not as heavy as that other one I tested. I can tell you right off the bat, this thing is built pretty dang good. Alright, so you get a 12 volt cigarette plug to plug in your other inverters or chargers or whatever you please. I imagine it's not gonna handle but so much. You have a, looks like a 12 volt power outlet adapter for charging the unit in your car while you're driving, and then this should be the AC adapter, and this will tell us like how much it can handle, and I'm sure it's just the same as the others. So, oh, output, this one is a lot higher, or a little higher, 19 volts at 2.5 amps. Okay, the other ones were 15 volts at 2 amps. So this one actually could charge a little faster than the others, than the Powkey, and for the life of me, I could not figure out the name or how to say the name of the last one I did. So, never said it through the video. You're welcome, because I was slaughtered that. So, let's see what she's got. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll go ahead and power the unit up and see if she's got anything. Boom. Okay. 98%. Ain't got to charge nothing. Okay. So, now that she's on, we are going to check the USB ports. So, and it does have 3.0, 3.0, and a 2.4. And 3 DC outputs. Okay. But let's see the max before I go ahead and check the USB ports. I want to see how much this thing actually charges at. It should. This one does have a... and yes, I am in my PJs because I can. Alright, so input. It says 0 watts. Is that normal? but it is charging. I mean, if you look at it, see here, it's booping right now, but it says 0 watts. Oh, okay, because it doesn't need anything. It's at 100. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and move on to the USB ports. And like I said, I'm gonna have a ton of those adapters, but this is I only have like 20 or 30 of these different ones. Same with inverters. They do give you looks like a serial number on the bottom of them. That's the first. I guess that's for the factory. If this thing would, zone out. Okay. Well, yeah, you get a serial number on the bottom. On the back side, it does give you the watt hours. Watt hours is 178 watt hours, which is less than I think the last one I tested. But DC input is 19 volts at 2.5, which we already looked at that. Solar charging, 18 to 24 volts. Nice. So, and it is pure sine wave. It does have an LED light back here. That's actually pretty good. This thing splits differently than the others. It's like a clamshell style instead of splitting from the bottom. That's going to be interesting to take apart. But let's move on to the USB ports. I got this, and it was a long, 5 seconds to turn it on. I'm going to turn these down. So there you go, guys. You can see the screen. I'm going to start plugging in the USB tester here. We're now sitting at nothing. Go ahead and turn those down. Plug this in. Alright, so. Well, that's weird. It cut off on me. Bam. Doesn't see that it's on. Let's see. If I do read this right, 1 watt is out. Okay. Yeah, I figured it out. You gotta hit the DC function in order to get this one to work. So it is on. You got 5 watts, or 5 watts, 5 volts. Alright, so let's go ahead and bump or not. Maybe I need to do the big one first, the course. There we go. Now we're starting to give her the beans. Oh, too much. Creeper on up. 3. Alright, so this is saying 14 or 15 watts. And that one is saying 16 watts. So it's pretty close. 1 watt off. The other one was too. So it doesn't really matter for 1 watt. But I'm interested to see how far we can go. But it does have these little icons here. So you got the USB, the DC, and then it gives you the Type-C connector right here. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, 16 watts. So I'll unplug this bad boy and move on to checking pure sine wave. So give me a second, I'll hook it up. Oh, and side note, they actually put the ports in right side up. Can't believe it. It's freaking amazing. This thing is pure sine wave. Sick. Which, I mean, that's what they advertise it. So, oh, and it says it right here again. Okay. So, let's do some testing with the light bulb and see if how many watts this thing can handle without looking at their advertisement. Because I didn't see anywhere where it said how many watts is this. I imagine it's like 150. But we'll see. Let's check it out. Alright, got everything hooked up. Let's check this. So let's see if this bad boy works. Ooh, she's humming. Okay, alright. Whoa. That's 170 watts so far. Fan has not cut on. And I'm maxed out. So, 176 watts. And the fan still hasn't cut on. This thing is... I think I said it like 80 times in the last video. This thing's nice. I do like the display. I would like to see a full color one. I haven't seen one yet. But this thing is handling it pretty well. I'm interested to see how long it lasts. So let's go ahead and do a little time lapse. And I'm going to, I say time lapse, I'm going to let this run down to 50%. And let's see how good it does. Let's see if it lasts that long. But it is draining pretty quick. I'm already at 97%. You guys probably can't see that, but it's at 97%, but it is 170 watts is what it's limiting it to. But let's see how long it lasts. I'm gonna let this thing go down to 50%, and then I'll bring you guys back. Alright, this bad boy lasted 27 minutes till it hit 50%. Still going strong. Fan cut on probably two times, but it's currently off right now. But yeah, this thing is handling it pretty well. And the sine wave is still going strong. But yeah, let's tear this bad boy apart and see what's inside. I imagine it's going to be something similar to the rest of them, but at least this one's pure sine wave. The Powkey one I tested didn't even start the light bulb without trying a couple of times, but this thing is handling it. Alright, let me cut all this off. I'll bring you guys back when I start tearing it apart. Alright guys, we're 1 week into the future. Some crap has gone down. I had to end up taking apart my bathroom all the way down to the floor joists and the wall studs and to do some plumbing. But I do have the triangle bits that I need to take this bad boy apart. So let's go ahead and start taking this thing apart to show you guys what's inside. But yeah, you can see, I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but these are triangle bits. I guess they do them for safety-ish, for stuff you're not supposed to take apart. But this is the first one I've come across that actually have the triangle bits on it, or triangle screws anyways. But I picked these screwdrivers up on Amazon for, I think they were about $8-9. Of course my kit doesn't have anything in it that will work for it. Ooh, nice snap. Alright, all 4 of those screws are out. Uh-oh. Whoopsies. Turn the flashlight on. And you guys can see the light works. But I'm interested to see how this thing comes apart. Ah, there's 2 more right here. The light keeps cutting on. Just as long as the damn whatchamacallit don't cut on. Oh, that's what I didn't want. Alright, make sure that's off before I die from electrocution. Turn that off, the light off, bam. Okay, what do we got? What do we got to do to get this thing unplugged or undone? Come on, you can do it. You can do it. I know I got all the screws out. Or is this one little sticker holding us up? I think it is. Oh, great. Alright. You're not going to come off in one piece, but you know, we don't need warranties where we're going. Alright, I doubt. Wow. That one sticker, guys, was the one thing that was keeping this thing together. And from what I can see, everything looks like it comes through the front here, but ooh, okay. There we go. We got this. Go ahead and unplug that. Oh, this is the board, but let me get it apart further before I start showing you guys a lot of this stuff. Alright, so I got it apart, and they do put these nice connectors on the battery side of things and for the 12-volt side of things. There's a little baby one. I think these guys, I think they're called XT connectors. I believe that's what they're called. Yeah, XT. They have XT50, XT30s, I think, is what they got them. See, this one is an XT60. And I think this one, yep, XT30. But yeah, there's the 12-volt side of things, or in the board for like the DC and the 5-volt side of things for the USB, which this one doesn't have Type C. Oh, it does. Okay, Type C is right there. This one has Type C, which is on a totally different one, I believe. But yeah, it's like two boards stacked on top of each other. One's for the display, which goes like right here. That's what all that wiring right there's for. But there's the inverter, and there's an BMS. Wow, a BMS. That's the first one I've seen with a BMS. That's why I'm kind of excited. But this welds on these things are gnarly, for sure. But if you look at the battery pack, it's like it's glued into the bottom, so I'm not gonna pull it all the way out. But there is a temperature disconnector here. It's probably for high temp. And as you can hear, the dog's barking in the background. But they do have a decent sized fan right there. And you can see the paint overspray from where they painted this. And that's what you get. Top quality. Let's see, put that back in there. Something fell back here. It looks like an adapter of sorts. Ah, there we go. So that goes there. Okay. Yeah, it has BMS. There's the inverter board. It looks pretty identical to the other two I've tested. As for size comparison, I'm not going to go ahead and take all that out because there's the LED board back there. But everything's pretty modular. So getting this thing apart and repairing it's actually pretty simple. As for like the inverter board, everything, it seems that you can unplug just about everything on this thing. So if you ever need to service it or replace this battery, you can. It is missing one cell here, so I'm not right sure if it's missing another cell on this side. It is. So it's actually probably only 5 in series or in parallel. And yeah, interesting. I hope you guys like this video. Like I said, it's been pretty hectic the last 2 weeks really. I gotta work on my house, so I'm not gonna be posting every week like I was before. So hope you guys stay watching my videos, but I'll have one, probably gonna be doing one every 2 weeks for right now, just until I get my house done and get through the holidays. You guys take it easy and like and subscribe.